Hey girl.
Right folks, we've got a problem. Stopped for petrol in Carlisle and went to put the lights on. We've got no lights, full beam on all the time. Puts the light off. If I adjust the brightness for the screen, the rev counter goes up and down. Checked my earth, checked some wires under the engine bay. Put a bit of new insulating tape around a couple, but it's nothing to do with that. I'm going to have to take this out and I think take the dimmer out of the equation, because that's not right. Thankfully I did bring tools with me. That's weird, they've checked all the fuses and everything, they're all okay. Disconnected my cruise control and all that, which had stopped working as well, so we'll strip this out, see what happens. Bridge, heading over into Wales. To head up the A49 you go to Cadbury's, which is somewhere near Ledbury or Hereford. It is a very windy day. There's roadworks on the bridge. You can really see the waves in the murky brown water. I think he's very slightly faster on the limiter, but anytime we've got near a hill, I've just left him for dead, and I'm about half a mile in front of him now, simply from the superior acceleration on the hills. Who has been ein naughty boy? 1, 2, 3, 4 cop cars and a 22 plate van. Interesting. Unwell horsey, I think. Morning folks, well that's the lorry segment over with, and we're going to Glastonbury to get the bumper for the Cav, which of course is a bit hurt. Its lights are hardwired into it and I don't think one of the tail lights is working. But trying to find somewhere that's got a fogging tail bulb apart from Halfords or a motor factors. So I'll have to see if I can find a bulb for it as well. But I need to get home, and then tomorrow I'm going out, back out driving again. So we'll need to take the Cadillac. That's the bollocks of the traffic started. Somebody in a car doing 45 mile an hour on a 60, hooding up all the lorries. Meh. Interesting route to get to the motorway from Glastonbury. On a mystery tour courtesy of Google Maps. This is a fun road. This is not nice, the wind's blowing the car everywhere. Quite a bit of traffic as well. Not what we want. But we've just got to get on with it. Not getting any better. Apparently there's been an accident on the M6. The queue from the M5 was mental, so I just cut around to head M6 south, down to the first junction, turned around and back onto the M6 north to avoid all that. But it looks like it's slowing up here. Yeah, in these conditions, having a crash is going to be irresistible to people. I'm not seeing an accident. Hard shoulders red X'd. My arrival time's gone back down to what it was, although I would have trimmed some more time off that by now. Check that out, it's like a Chrysler 300 limo. That's pretty cool. See if this SD card's going to work. The other one was getting kind of full. This is a 64 gig, which GoPros don't really like. Kind of had to give up in trying to move along the outside lane because we've got a lane blocker who will not move. What is the point of these 4-lane motorways? No fucker uses the lanes properly. 4 lanes of brand new smart motorway just past Warrington, permanent 50 limit on it, bunching all the traffic up which was flowing freely and causing congestion. Why haven't they set it to the correct speed limit? These conditions are wild. I hope it's not snowing as I get to higher ground over Shat. Just about at Preston. Doesn't look like we're going to get snow coming round by junction 38 there. It was like driving through a river. You'd really feel the car slowing down as it had to push through the water. Woofed. Thankfully no aquaplaning. That's the worst bit of water I've hit yet. Definitely been snow round about Shat, but thankfully they're all rain now. Just see it all turn into slush in the fields and everything there, which is good. I imagine maybe a bit of standing water down here. It's quite bad for it around this bit. Getting kind of snowy as we come up towards Beatick, but it is still raining. Cavalier has been fabulous. It's so sure-footed and stable on the motorway in very heavy rain. Just a car that was designed from the outset for these kind of roads. Even when it's had a little problem, it's spot on. One of the channels to go on. I can't do anything with the video. Good to see. We have got slush in the outside lane now, and the police just came flying past me. See them in the distance out there. Phew! I thought they were maybe looking for me. Slowed down with a handbrake. Nah. Another plough out. There has been quite a lot of snow in Forth. This is so getting a set of winter tyres on it now, like. It is winter time, I suppose. I was kind of putting it off until something like this happened. because I like these Toyos so much. Oh, it's very snowy going down the Bleak Braes, and here's some blue lights down here. What could be going on? Oh dear, somebody has ended up in a ditch. Oh, not much fun for the police having to stand out in that. There we go, we are back, and it is snowy. Car's done fantastic, barring the little muck up with a light dimmer. We've been to Melksham, Glastonbury, and then all the way back on a single tank of fuel. And that's pushing hard. We aren't going easy with it at all. So it's done fantastically. We'll get it in, get a little bit of work done on it, and it'll be good to go again. Well, I could take it again, but I don't really want to keep taking the battery terminal off it. I need to run back down to Melksham, but candidate for that would be probably Le Cadillac, because we need to get an alternator on the Saab, but I haven't had time to do that yet. Oh, and here's my bumper. Brand new front bumper for this pre-facelift. I've got the corners and I've got the fog light. So it'll be great to get that in there. Right, we're way down to the unit with my Cav to sort the lights out. We're on the Blackburn Road, which is always busy, especially on a Saturday. And there's rarely any point in overtaking anybody on it because there's too many traffic lights. And that black Audi was tailgating the hell out that Insignia. Swung out, overtook it, now he's tailgating that Ford. I'm like, what's the point? You're gonna get stuck down here at the bottom where there's a red light. As you can see, that tailgating and stressful driving has got him nowhere. Quick stop in at Dingbro just before it closes. Well, not just before it closes, I hate doing that to people. To grab half a dozen stop and tail and half a dozen fog and tail bulbs, because the Cavalier uses that twin bulb, which is fog light and tail light, which not a lot of cars seem to use, and I don't seem to have any left. And I bought 2 torches because I've lost one in the unit and I've left one in a lorry down at Shuttleworth, which is sitting in the traffic officer's desk, but it's no much use to me down there. And I like to have several torches at any one time. Well, let's get to the unit and see if we can sort this out. Oh, and we're going to have to go and check the washers again. Oh, good grief! He's excitable. Fair play, it's hard to resist it on this bit of dual carriageway at times. I've got one completely blocked washer again. Never ends. Right, here is the headlight unit out Le Cave, which fell to bits, don't take them apart, and this is the headlight unit out on Astra, which as far as I can tell is exactly the same thing. So I'm going to go and undo all my dodgy wiring at the back, which is hardwired the headlights, plug this in and hope that it works. Haha! What are the chances? That is the back part of the unit, which is sealed and loads of bits fall out if you try and take it apart. And here's all my wiring, which has got the headlights running full time. So we're going to dismantle all of this, plug this new switch in and hope that it works, and it was just the dimmer switch shorting out somehow. So let's give that a go. Right, there we go. Right, again, side lights, headlights. Ah, that's me flickering it, that's why. Ideal, right, so it was the dimmer switch that had messed up in it. That's working fine now, that's all that was. Well, that's a relief. Better go and check the back lights as well. I think my fog lights are still maybe on. You have to start the engine for the fog lights to come on, I don't know. Let's go and have a look. This is an interesting anomaly from the extra wiring that I did. Start the car, it will switch off no problem. Start it again, put the lights on, switch them off again and it switches the car off. Yeah, because I did some wiring to the clocks to make the clocks come on all the time to ignition live, because I had no clocks lit up, so I'll have to go in and take that wire out. That's an interesting anomaly. Now, when I was in here before, I went into this black grey wire to give me illumination on the clocks, because when it was all screwed up I didn't have any clocks lit up. So if I take this bridging wire off to the ignition live, that'll hopefully stop that nonsense. We've been able to take the key out, blah blah blah. Am I 100% hopeful? No. Right, wire off, clocks in, lights on, headlights on, the dimmer does work. Switch it off. I've taken the alarm off it because it was beeping all the time during my bodging. Right, that's it fixed. I can go and put this back together now. I'm nearly there. I've just replaced one of the bulbs in the back and it was a dodgy bulb, which is good, but lights on, engine on. That shouldn't be doing that with the engine on. I could just take the relay out of it for now. I've got the clocks out. How's that getting fed? Why is that thinking that it's getting 12 volts when it isn't? What have I done? Right, I'm not sure if it was a dodgy connection in the fuse box or not, but I've got my full beam indicator working all the time now. It was coming on and off even though the full beams are working. Cleaned the fuse box out. I've just taken this relay out for now, which is beeping. I'll just have to remember and switch my lights off, which I generally tend to do. At the moment I've not got any reverse lights, which I don't understand. I am going to go and probe the reverse lights and put some power into them and see if they're going to come on. Maybe the switch has gone in the gearbox, I don't know. I can get a switch out of a gearbox without too much difficulty. Right, so my next problem is we've got a fog light on all the time on that side while it's a normal side light on that. So there's something going on, there's a bad earth somewhere. I don't know if it's the switches. This is a new set, that's a new headlamp leveling switch, because the headlamp leveling's gone nuts and that's another fog light switch. So we'll try them. That won't work. I might have to go and rerun the earths to these. There's a good earth wire down there, so I might just re-earth them and see if that prevents it being back fed. I've solved the fog light issue, bad connection. I've been cleaning the terminals and the fuses again because the fuses were super crusty when I got this car. And I've replaced this switch with, I think, the one from Fab. So I've got fog lights now. Don't think that lights up in there. At this point I'm past caring. I know where my headlights are. Please just tell me my full beam indicator's working right. I think we're pretty much good to go with that. Go to here, tail light, as correct. Right, here's sort of the reversing lights. No, I've not got any. It might be the switch. Because if I power these up, if I put 12 volts in there and there, the reversing lights definitely work. So yeah, might try the switch. Just comes out with a 19mm spanner underneath the gearbox. Assuming this one's knackered. Assuming it is, because I just put power to the wires and it worked. It is very old. This gearbox came out of Cavalier L, so it's kind of like unknown origin. But we'll fire him in and see if our reversing lights are going to work, because not having reversing lights is annoying. Just gets nipped in, quarter turn. There we go, that's him in. Right, done. After extra shenanigans, washer jets blocked up, had to blast them loose, one of the pipes burst, had to get the pipes out from under the bonnet, but other than Astra. But it's done, another 1,000 miles on it. Am I going to get 10,000 miles on it this year? Behave, Cavalier. I hope that it's going to behave itself now. There's still something not quite right with it, because the lights on warning alarm is on all the time when you open the door, which is a bit odd. And I've forgotten to plug my electric aerial back in, because when I was looking for power sources at Carlisle at the breakdown, I was contemplating taking power from there. In the end I didn't. But my new headlight switch lights up and everything, and illuminates the headlights, and everything seems fully functional at the moment. Some bad connections in the fuse box, and maybe some corrosion in the fuses, which I had cleaned up before. I might just go and buy a whole big box of new fuses, or go to the scrapyard and just get a load from there. It wouldn't hurt to have like all new ones, I guess. Oh yeah, and the other thing I needed to sort out, the reverse lights. I don't get why they're not working, because if I put power to the wire at the reverse light switch, the reverse lights come on, and I've tried a different reverse light switch. So the options are try a third one, or it's something inside the plug, like it's broken right inside the little plug. Well, reverse light switches aren't essential. Having reverse lights is just annoying, because they're there, they should work. And my question now is, do I take this to London next week and rack up what will be over 1,000 miles, or do I take the Cadillac? Even though I've got to pay the ULEZ for a day in London, it would still be cheaper to take this because it's better on fuel. So I'll have a think, we'll see if there's any more shenanigans out of it. Looks like it's modified, pulled out in front of us when it joined the motorway. Now permanently occupying the outside lane. Going quite slowly. Well, here in Sutton, folks, outstanding performance, 463 miles in the odometer, still petrol in it, can I knock that? Way-hey! And the mileage just keeps on rolling. We're on 1,087 miles for the week. We've got a Corsa beside us with a clamp on it, DVLA, got a bash in the door. I think somebody might have abandoned it there. We're now on our way to Melksham to go and drive a Scania 560S for the week. And I had to divert the unit because I'd lost all my washer jets. So these are now off a Mark III Astra, and I do at least have 3 out of 4 jets at the moment. I did have 4. I keep blasting them out, but I'm going to have to go and get the jet wash or some hot water into that washer tank and clean all the stuff out of it, because it must have that black scummy mould in it. It keeps blocking the thing up, because I've had to go and take the the rubber thing off the bottom and cut a hole in it, because otherwise it would just constantly fill up. So not ideal, but as long as it keeps us going for another couple of days in the run up to Christmas. Getting ready to head to Aberdeen. Oh, not emptied my truck stuff out the back seat yet. Excuse me. Hey, mascot. You can't stay in here. Bob. I'll have to start the car and that'll make you jump out. Oh, there's a pizza there for last night as well. Good grief. Look.